Look at the other example, which is show that root 3 is irrational. So what is the first step here? Let's assume that root 3 is rational. And if root 3 is rational, what should be written? In which form? Root 3 should be written in A by B form, where A and B are co-primes. Where A and B are co-primes. Now, what was the next step? Let's square on both sides. So, root 3 squared is equal to A by B whole squared. Now, that will give us 3 is equal to A square by B square. Let's send the B square here. So, let's cross multiply and you get 3B square is equal to A square. Now, let's cross multiply and you get 3B square is equal to A square. This tells us that A square has 3 as its factor and that 3 can divide A square. If 3 can divide A square, 3 can also divide A. That's right, from the previous theorem that we learned. So if 3 can divide A square, 3 can also divide A. So let's write that. So let's write that once again. 3B square is equal to A square. Now this is a factor, so this can divide A square. So let's write B square is equal to A square by 3. So like we already said, if A square is divided by 3, A can also be divided by 3. Now from FTA, what we can write is, we can write A is equal to 3C, where this is an integer, where C is an integer, okay? Now this will become your equation 1 and let's substitute this over here on top. So you have B square is equal to 3C squared by 3. Now how will you write that? B square is equal to 3 into 3 into C by 3. That will give C squared, sorry. So 3 and 3 goes out. That will give you B square is equal to 3C squared. Now if this 3 is a factor of B square, it means that 3 can divide B square, which means that 3 can also divide B. So here now again you're having A and B have 3 as a common factor and 1 also as a common factor. Now if you look at it, A and B have common factors 3 and 1. Because if you look here, B square is equal to 3C square, which means that 3 can divide B square and 3 can divide B. And if you look back over here, 3 can divide A square and 3 can also divide A. So 3 is a factor for both A and B, so is 1. And this will show us that they are not co-primes. And since they are not co-primes, you cannot write this as a you cannot write root 3 as a rational number. Therefore, root 3 is irrational. That brings us to the end of this lesson. I hope you guys had a great time learning. Happy learning!